2020 sure has been a roller coaster, hasn't it? It's only natural for you to think twice before stepping into the real estate market at this point in time. Making a real estate investment is almost always a good idea because property prices tend to increase over time. If you plan to stay in your home for the next 7 years or more, and you have the money to invest, and you have a desire to buy, then buying a house is a great idea. But is it a great idea right now? Stay tuned to find out. Hi there, I'm Stephanie Turrentine, a resident and realtor in Palm Springs, California, and I'm seeing many potential home buyers contemplating to wait it out until 2021. However, making this decision is not a simple one. A number of factors come into play before you can decide whether to buy a house now or wait until the 2021 new year comes. It would really be a whole lot easier if we had a crystal ball to look into the future, right? Well, unfortunately we don't. So you need to consider these circumstances before you consider if now is the right time for you to buy a home. Let's think about your financials. We are in the middle of a crisis of sorts, and there is a lot of uncertainty around that. So the first thing you should consider is whether you can afford the expense of a mortgage and the maintenance of a home. Even if you have a savings, you have to consider if you can risk spending it. Are you in a line of work where they've made cuts? Is your job security in a safe spot? If you are feeling insecure about your employment and future, then it's probably better to wait for the next year. And most importantly, if you're in debt, do not invest. Focus on clearing out that debt first, and hopefully in 2021, you can buy a house. Right now, the housing market condition is surprisingly strong, and the national median house price is higher than it was last year. The prices have held their own, especially after June, which has been fantastic for our sellers. It has been giving them multiple offers over asking, leaving them jumping for joy. On the buyer's side, interest rates are incredibly low, like they're practically giving money away for free. So what you qualify for now is likely higher than what you would qualify for if the interest rates happen to rise. So right now you get more home for the dollar. Waiting until 2021 could potentially lower that qualifying number. If sellers wait to sell until next year, the supply dries up by the end of this year, and you're going to have less options to choose from. Chances are the kind of property you're looking for right now is not available, or you might be looking at numbers that are higher than you'd actually like to pay. Now, as the year is coming to an end, more sellers might decide to wait until next year to sell their properties. After all, we just had Halloween, the election, Thanksgiving kind of came out of nowhere, and now Christmas is upon us. Personally, I'm already seeing fewer and fewer homes to hit the market, and I'm even noticing some price reductions as buyers are starting to push back. Unless you find something you love right now, waiting until 2021 might be a better option for you. When this pandemic is over, and hopefully that will be soon, supply should increase as more sellers will enter the market and your choices might be better. I've been hearing a lot of buyers say, I'm just gonna wait until next year. I hear we're gonna have a housing crash. I'm not so sure about that. First of all, a crash is pretty dramatic. If you think what happened in 2006, 2007 is going to repeat, well then you might be disappointed. That housing crash was due to poor lending conditions. It is much stricter nowadays, so loans are not just given to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. There is a strict loan qualification process in place. The important factor here is to stay updated. Keep in touch with a trusted real estate agent, such as myself, and ask them to inform you if the kind of house that you're looking for becomes available. If you don't feel confident about spending now, hold on to your money and try to cut down on expenses to save more before you decide to invest. If your financial condition is stable and you can afford a mortgage loan, try to find your dream house now as the mortgage rates are so low. I hope this information was helpful. If you are planning to move forward and you're actively looking for a home, watch my video on choosing a house next. It comes with a buyer's checklist and you might find that useful. I put out new videos every Monday at 9 a.m. I will see you right here for another episode of Your Desert Life. Take care.